I thought I'd do a video outside today. It really feels right to be grounded and in nature and living in this moment. So I'm not very prepared this month. It's been a really interesting start to the year, but I do know I want to stay committed and put out my newsletter, the old hat, and just, be consistent and be there for you out there in the community. So I would really love some feedback, not even feedback, just a thumbs up, and if you've received this email and you like them. I'm just trying to gauge what I'm going to do this year, of course. So like I said, it's been an interesting start for me. 2025 is about endings, and wow, have I had some endings. I hope you can hear me with the wind rustling. We will see how we go. But with the endings, it hasn't been with relationships as such, it's been kind of materialistic in a way. My computer died. My car has died. She is not rising again. Very interesting. And on New Year's morning, when I opened the coop to let the chickens out, I noticed a wobbly old girl in there, and I picked her up, and I sat down with her because she was quite unwell, and she actually died in my arms. So in a sense, I'm very humbled for the experience. I know I've been there for a couple of lives that have passed over or across, and so it was extra special. And I actually put out there for all chickens. It was quite interesting how I felt this energy and felt the play of all the chickens that this would help. So so anyway, and so then even last weekend, the endings, whether you call it an ending or I don't know, my partner was parked, well, he was out the front of our house with his indicator ready to come into our driveway, and this young person was bending down in his car to pick up his drink bottle. He did see Chris because I asked him, and he smashed in the back of him. Wow, you want to see his car? It is an absolute write-off. To think that nobody was hurt is just miraculous. I mean, it felt like divine intervention. The car that Chris was in, the glass shattered all over him, and because he was in his vehicle, or a vehicle that doesn't crumble, there is minor damage. But the biggest thing was hearing that crash when I was inside, and my heart stopping for a minute because I instantly knew it was connected to me. And to go down there and see the cars the way that they were, it was just like, oh my gosh, so humbling, so sobering. So my message today really is about that humbleness, that gratitude for the preciousness of our being, of our body, of our life, and not to take anything for granted. Sometimes we can take relationships for granted, friendships, the materials that we have been gifted in this world, that we are so rich in comparison of so many others around the world. And sometimes a gentle reminder, although I don't feel like that was gentle, that was pretty violent, but the outcome was a gentle outcome. And so this message is really, it's about humbling yourself. Put my hat right. Now that's crooked. How's that? Doesn't really matter, is it? It's a total experience of not even worrying about what you look like, because it doesn't matter in the end. It truly, truly doesn't matter, does it? We have this amazing body, this suit, this meat suit, this outer exterior that gets us from A to B, and we treat it a certain way, and that's actually what it gives back to us. So it is, it is really in our own interest to take really good care of our vessels, because it's the only one we get in this lifetime. If you feel like you have addictions, or bad habits, it's like this year the universe will slap you. And let's allow the universe to do that gently, though. This year is about endings. 2025 equaling a 9. It's a cycle. It's ending. And then with February, the Chinese horoscope being the snake, it's about shedding the old. We are not going to look the same at the end of this year as of how we have started, no matter who you are. So let's do it with grace and ease. Let's let go of the control, let go of the resistance, and just flow more. And how we do that is to get in nature more often, to ground your bare feet on the ground. You know all this, but it's time to take action. If you have got relationships, friendships, a partner that you have just been putting up with, it is time. It is time to address it. It is time. It doesn't mean you have to break the relationships up or anything like that, but you need to step up. You need to really sit down and reflect on what it is that you want this year, what it is that you want to be at the end of the year, and in between this time, what it is that you can do to take responsibility and help yourself. Now, if you hate your job, why are you there? I mean, yes, financially, sometimes we need to stay in that job, but you can take steps to create your own environment, so to speak. Yes, you may not be able to leave tomorrow, but you can take steps. You can go and do a course. You can interact with other people. You can join a group. You can actually look for another job. You can better yourself. You can just step out of your own way and out of your own limited mind, not limited mind, your points of view. This year, there is going to be so much more chaos, so many more natural disasters, so many paradigms crumbling. So, where do you want to be in this? We don't want to be in the fear. We want to be in the celebration of each and every single day is a gift. We are so powerful. We are powerful beings of light, having a human experience. Don't you forget that. Anything is possible. It's just your mind that traps you. Our heart is our mind, is our brain to our soul. So it's learning to follow your heart a little bit more. Not this. This logical mind is not going to get you through this stepping into this new world. This logical mind will keep you safe for a little while. It will keep you small. It will keep you where you don't have passion or inspiration or aspirations. Why would you want to be that way when you are the most magnificent being? You are God. You are the universe. You are the controller of your own destiny. Now, I learned something only this week actually. I didn't learn it, but it was a way to explain. So we come to Earth, free will, they say, but it seems like a lot of things, we want to try and manifest this and that, or we want to try and have a better life, and it just doesn't work. So, how I can explain this is we have so many cords and attachments on here on planet Earth. So, the first wee while, whatever that looks like for you, yes, we are kind of indebted to karma, cycles, contracts, and the like. But the more that you heal, the more that you focus on yourself, the more self love that you bring into your world, the freer you become. The freer that all the cords and the contracts and the um, limited belief behaviors, all those things start to clear and you have clarity, and then you are in a space to manifest. Now, I'm becoming a manifestation transformational coach. Ever since I put those 2 words onto my card last year, about October, I think, my world has been a whirlwind. There has been so many lessons. There has been so many old stuff coming up to the surface for healing. You know, I have been ridiculed on a Facebook group that I couldn't do anything about. All these lies said, and I just had to surrender to it. I didn't retaliate or anything like that, but I did go inwards to do some inner work. You know, keeping myself small, worrying about what other people were going to think of me. But you know what? Who cares? Who really cares in the end? We've got to live the best version of ourselves that we can. You know, like all sorts, like I said, everybody is going through such massive change. And it's time for us to recognize the changes, recognize the signs that we are gifted with a beautiful team around us, whether that's in the physical or the spiritual. It's kind of irrelevant. It's just to know that you're not alone, you're not on your own, and guidance is always there for you. Help is always there for you, but you have to want it. You have to believe in yourself. You have to be able to step out of your own chaotic mind, just like the world, and follow those steps. And the best way to follow those steps is through your heart. Our heart is the gateway. Our heart holds all our hurts, all our insecurities, all our heartbrokenness, our grief, our unforgiveness, our rejections, our betrayals. But who is in charge of your heart? You. So what can you do about it? Acknowledge your heart. You might be a person that doesn't feel anymore. You've gone numb and you're just going through the motions. Well, who wants to exist like that? I know you're going to say, yeah, I do. It's much easier. I don't have to deal with any of the stuff going on. However, you have the keys to your heart to unlock and bring out the best version of yourself, which manifests and creates more abundance, however you see that for yourself. But first and foremost, in these times with all these major disasters and everything going on, it is so important to stay on your track. How do you do that? Again, outside in nature, ground yourself. Allow the storm to happen all around you as you go inward to protect yourself, to protect your beautiful vessel by, again, exercising, stretching it, feeding it, nourishing it, resting it, loving it, finding that area of yourself that you love and focus on that area only until you see another area. That's how gratitude works as well. If you're feeling that there's nothing really to be grateful for, start small. The sun comes out every single day. The moon and the stars come out every single day, even if you may not be able to see them. There is always a bird around you singing. There is always a little flower or even a little weed growing between the cracks of a pavement to remind you that you are so powerful that you can grow anywhere that you are in this world right now. Keeping my eye on this little hornet that's getting closer to me. I do not have fear, but I might jump if he lands on me. Anyway, he's testing me. All right, he's walking away. Anyway, might come back. But anyway, I want to finish this video with just taking some deep breaths and letting out that anxiousness, the stressful shoulders, whatever is going on for you. If things are moving too fast and you can't control anything except your own emotions. So focus on those today. Take some more deep breaths and imagine beautiful tree roots coming out from below your feet, going deep, deep, deep down into Mother Gaia, reminding you that she has got your back if you choose to tap into her. Imagine those roots going all the way down into her core, connecting into her heart and aligning your heart with her beautiful beating heart. Thank you, everyone. Please, just a little response so I know if these are worth it or not. So much love to you all. Hear those beautiful birds out there. Find a patch of nature anywhere that you can. Nature is good for our soul. Much love.